Hey guys, Ghost Spencer's dad here, and today we're going to do a little deep dive into a few Charizard cards. I picked these four because they're pretty recent cards, and they're kind of interesting in their kind of story about how they've been doing in the last year or since they came out. These ones are a little bit older, and these ones are new. These ones are from Scarlet and Violet era, and these are from the Sword and Shield era. All these Charizards are considered really good pulls, if not chase cards in their own decks. So we will start off with this one. This is the 151 Charizard SAR number 199 out of 165. Such a wonderful card, a really nice pull. We ended up pulling, I think, four of these bad boys right here. They're all just so nice. A lot of ones that we pulled did have a little damage. It looks like factory damage up top because like three of them all have little indentations up here. So if you have this card, you might want to check it out. Yeah, if you're looking to grade them, because I'll show you what these go for in a PSA 10 compared to the raw value. All right, guys, so we look into TCG Player for this card right here. We're looking at a near mint hollow foil is going for about $134. We look at the price since release in September. It was initially pretty high, but it started to come down. The really big drop right here to around $104, shot back up and kind of been holding steady around 120 or so, but now it's starting to rise up again. That's very interesting. If we go to price charting, we can see right now the ungraded is going for 112. You guys know how it goes. When you look at all these different sites, they all have kind of different prices, but for this one, we're kind of looking at the PSA 10 and the BGS 9. Kind of shows you difference in grading companies too. If you get a PSA, you're looking at about $510. And of course, these are recent sales, as recent as today. I'm shooting this on the 26th, so we're seeing $500 currently going. You know, that's pretty good. So if you got one of these cards that's in the mint 10 condition, it would be a very good idea to get it graded and raise the value of that card up about $350. So way to go. So this card has been doing really well. As we can see, it's really holding its value good. It's a great card. Is it a good time to buy it? I don't know. Is it a good time to sell it? I think that price is going to keep coming up. So if you're looking to make some money off of it, because like I said, these are kind of hard to pull. I think it's about 1 in 500 for actually pulling this card. I think it's about 1 in 40 or so for pulling per pack for pulling a SIR. So choice is up to yours. I'm going to hold on to all of ours. I might send a couple of these in to get graded in our next shipment. Of course, I would increase the value 4 or 5 fold on that card. Up next, let's talk about this guy right here. This beauty right here, which we did pick up from a friend of ours, is the Shining Fates Shiny Charizard. This is such a wonderful card. We just had to have this one to add to our collection to get paid somewhere around $80 for it, and traded his boy a couple football slabs. But all in all, Spencer and I love this card. The price on this card, if you look right now, you can pick one up for about $100. They're kind of going for around $80 right now. As you can see on the trend, of course, this only goes back 1 year. But if you look, we're at about $107 mark last December. And this thing's been steadily coming down, all the way down to about $80. Not too good. You can pick up some like medium played ones for $60 or so, but the market price on it is $80. You can see the listings that are live right now. If you're wanting to pick one of these up, this would be a good time to buy it. I mean, this is pretty low, because if you would have bought it a month or so ago, you might have saved $5 or $10. But let's look at the graded price on this thing. Of course, we'll go back to price charting. You can see up here, last March, this thing was going for considerably a lot more. We're looking at, it's at $1,416. Looks like it's kind of pegged out. I don't know if that's like a hype spike or something, but we kind of get down where this price kind of gets normal, and it's slowly coming down. And we get all the way down here to today, we're looking at PSA 10, would be about $172. BGS 9 be about $116, and ungraded is $76. So this would be a good time to buy this card. I mean, can't go wrong here. This is about the lowest it's ever been. So it's really up to you guys. Is this card something you want in your collection? Do you already have it? You looking to sell it? I don't know. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite cards that we have. We pulled this out of the Champions Path ETB. We bought one, and just one. It's the only Champions Path that we've ever opened on our channel. And it's about $100 ETB. And after a while, we decided to open it up just in case this bad boy was in there, and it was. So we pulled this on one of those packs that were in that. Such a great card. Like I said, this comes from Champions Path, and it's a secret Rainbow Charizard VMAX. And guys, the price on this thing is actually doing pretty well. We're looking at a near mint hollow foil. If you were to buy one right now, it's about $129. Sorry, $229. The hollow foil market price is $175 right now. If you can find one for that price, it'd be a good buy. So we look in the last year how this thing really had a nice spike there around April or so, which a lot of cards did, and I'm not sure why. Most cards have a nice little bump in price there around April. Maybe the interest was just really high right then, but it looks like it started to come down and hit a low about a month ago, and it's really starting to come up and level out around the $180, $175 mark. If we look at the price charting, we look at the grading of it, we go back a year, we're looking at about $700 for a PSA 10, which is amazing. And that thing has really dropped off to where it is now, about $250. Ungraded, this thing's saying $128, so about $100 difference between price charting the TCG Player site right now. So it really depends, you know, what site you get on and how much these cards are worth. I always check a few sites too to kind of get like an average price. If we were looking to buy one or looking to sell some cards, I don't just go by one place. I usually look at three and try to get the best price, whether I'm buying or selling. So this card, great card to have in your collection, guys. If you don't have this, it's definitely something you want to pick up. Like I said, the prices are starting to rebound on it a little bit, so it'd be a good time to pick one up before the prices get too high again. Of course, you never know how the market's going to go. So if this is something you really want and you have the money to spend on a card like this, go for it, man. Pick it up, man. You won't be disappointed. But here's something you might be disappointed in. This is the Charizard EX number 223 from Obsidian Flames. It is a chase card in the set, and we pulled our first one while we were on vacation, and we were so excited because at the time this card was about $190, and the PSA 10, of course, hype spike going on, was about $900 or so. Of course, we weren't able to send one in and get graded before the hype died on this card, but it dropped clear, guys. It dropped about $140 between then and now. It's amazing. Now I know when a new set comes out, usually the hype is really high, so we get this hype spike, and we're looking at about $225 on its release, or maybe the pre-release. But it immediately, guys, I mean, within a few days, dropped clear down to $100, and been slowly going down since then, all the way to about, we're looking at market price of 61. The mean listed price, the average there is about $75 on that. This card still does have some value when it comes to grading it. We're looking at a PSA 10, looking at about 576. It's dropped all the way down to about $360. BGS 9 about $300, so not a lot of difference there. If we look at the recently sold ones on here on eBay, as many as here's one today that sold for $329, one that sold 3 days ago for $414, $300. Really kind of depends on probably the format you use to sell it. If you're having people bid on it, you might get people getting a little overexcited and trying to win it. But yeah, so this card, yeah, is a big disappointment. So you want to pick one of these up, definitely go for it now. These weren't too hard to pull. I think we ended up pulling 4 of these things in probably 200 packs of Obsidian Flames that we opened up. So about 1 in 50 packs yielded one of these for us. Of course, your guys' hit rates may vary, you know. So this is kind of the tale of the 4 most recent big Charizard cards. 2 of them kind of going up in value, holding their value pretty well, and 2 of them kind of on their way down. So before we end this video, we need to talk about the original Charizard. Of course, this is not a Shadowless first edition, and this card is very beat up. We got this off of a coworker of mine who pulled it when he was a kid. So let's check out the prices on this thing. So this bad boy, for damaged hollow foil, you can kind of expect to pay around 80 bucks. But I mean, the back of this thing is completely destroyed. It got stuck up against another card with some kind of sticky substance, probably some kind of like juice or dirt, or I don't know what. So when he pulled them apart, they end up ripping themselves apart. But you can see this ink layer in here indicating that, yeah, this card is a real card. It's really something. But the front don't look too bad. But damaged hollow foil looking about 88 bucks. But if you do have a nice copy of this card, the price on this thing has been steadily going up, kind of more like in a wave. Down here, up here, all the way up to 360, and right now about 375 bucks. So the market price is, yeah, 376 bucks. But these things, you know, most people when they got these never knew they were going to be worth any money, so they were pretty much played with, destroyed. So if you do have a very nice one, chances are you probably just kind of pulled it recently out of a pack or something like that. But if you can get this thing in a PSA 10, you're looking at around $10,000, guys. What a crazy price. BGS 9, 3,700, ungraded. This thing's saying about 174. So again, a big difference in the price. But price charting is going by recent sales. So if you were to click on ungraded, you can kind of see where they're going. Of course, ungraded really is kind of up to the seller to kind of disclose any kind of damage. But you know, we got one for 64, then we got one later that day for 300. So it really kind of depends on the condition of the card. So yeah, like I said, if you got a good one, you're looking about 300 bucks. If you got a bad one, you're looking about 80. So yeah, so these are all the Charizards. So let me know what you guys think. We love Charizards on this channel. We got a whole bunch of them here. We love pulling them. Usually the sets with the Charizards are the sets that we open the most of on this channel. So, you know, we typically do a lot of pack openings where we just pull stuff like these cards all the time. Every once in a while we kind of like to do these kind of informative videos. It's just fun to do. It's kind of nice to change it up and not just open packs. So remember, guys, like and subscribe, click that bell icon, and you'll get notified every time that we post new videos. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks for watching, guys.